Good morning, folks. It's a nice early start. It's just gone 4:30 in the morning. I'm round at the Dornoch Firth, fishing round there. I've got two rods out, not long arrived, but I've managed to get them set up and get them fishing already. The far off rod there you can see, it's just my wee light bass rod. I use it for flounders, so I've got 5 hooks of salt and mackerel fishing out there, just with a few beads of that out on the sand beyond the weed. The rod nearest me, I'm going to be trying a few different things. I'll be trying a little stick float with a little strip of salt and mackerel, fishing about maybe 2.5, 3 feet below it. Looking to pick up in a sea trout, maybe a bass, anything along that lines on that rod. So the tide just now is about an hour from full, an hour and 20 minutes from full. I think full tide was 6 a.m. So we'll get an hour and a half before the tide turns and then probably fish it back an hour. So light's just starting to come in. It's looking quite decent. I've seen a couple of small, very small bass. They've been jumping right in close here. Probably, there's one just beside me. I don't know if you would have seen that. But very small schoolie bass, jumping right in close to the edge here, within about 10 feet of this rock armour that I'm fishing on. This big rod will be fishing way beyond these schoolies that are jumping, so I'm not expecting any bass on them. You might get the odd patrolling sea trout further out, but it's maybe about 50 yards out, something like that. It's not a great distance, and the float here is fishing maybe 25, 30 feet out. It's beyond the schooling bass that are jumping, but not too far out, because it does shelve off very deep here. So there's another one jumping just over here. So this rod might get, I might take the bait off it and the float and try spinning at some point, because there is quite a few fish jumping, so I'll maybe try that shortly. It's great to be out fishing and just love being out. It's my wee happy place. So I'm just going to reel this float in and cast it further over and let it swing round again. It's not the comfiest of seats, right enough. Not a touch on that bigger rod yet. It's not moved a mil. There's quite a bit of tide flow here, although it's flooding in under the bridge that way, up the Kyle. It bellies round, so here it's going quite hard right to left. The float will shift probably a good 10 feet a minute, maybe 15 feet a minute, so it's just a nice pace to keep the bait covering ground. So it's going to be sort of maybe every 4 minutes, reel it back in, cast it back up, trying different distances out from the shore here. I'll try a few right in close and see, because where these schoolies are, there may be a bigger bass just in amongst them as well. So it's always worth trying right in along the edge as well. Probably a bit closer to high tide would be better. Oh, that's the float going. Back up again. Something had a wee sniff at that. There is some of that poppy weed, I can't mind what it's called. It's the one with the wee poppers on it that will dry out and pop as the sun comes out when the tide's gone. But there's a lot of that around in patches, so the float may get stuck up in that, and with the flow it might go under. I suspect that's what's just happened there, but something nice and peaceful about watching a float. It's just really quite therapeutic. Just watching it bobbing about there, the anticipation of seeing it is very visual. I'm waiting in anticipation of that float to go under. It's really therapeutic. Really enjoy float fishing actually. Don't do a lot of it. It's something I'll be doing in this week coming. Oh, that's definitely a fish at that time. That was a good pull. Yeah, it's definitely a fish here. Hopefully it'll take off under. Come on now, down you go. No, it went under once, but it's just bobbling there. It's very tentative. Might be one of that wee schoolies just having a wee nip at the bait. So it's just mackerel belly salted, and that is elasticated onto. It's actually a 1/0 hook. I'm using quite a big hook to try and minimise the schoolie. The schoolies, I'm not really after them. I mean, they've got big mouths anyway, so if they really want it, they'll take that size of hook, no problem. There's the sun just coming up onto the Dornoch bridge there. You see the legs are nice and pink. The float's just along there, bobbing away. There was just a nice wee run of salmon, just came past 3 or 4 splashes, different fish, quite big, going up at pace, away up the Kyle of Boner there, up that direction. Lovely to see them. One of them was quite a decent size, 7 or 8 pound, maybe 9 pound. And just that low skimming sort of jump, it was lovely to see them. A couple of small grouse by the looks of it as well, 2 or 3 pound with it. Just racing on up there. So I've just come further along the beach here just to try a few casts with the spinner. You'll see there's weed in front of me. Normally I'd like my waders on, like a pair of waders, and just get out beyond this weed, but it is what it is. They're up in the car and I ain't going back up there for them. And there's the weed. But it seems to be where they are, because there's definitely fish jumping amongst the weed. So we'll try a couple of casts and then maybe change over to the seeker. Oh, there's one jumping there. Don't know if I can reach him. Quite a bit out, that one. Definitely reach him with the waders, but nah, short. Definitely not going to reach that fella. You can cast and cast and cast at them, and they won't take anything. And then for a mad sort of 15-minute spell, they'll take absolutely anything that's in front of them. It's very strange. It's normally the very top of the tide that they'll just bang everything that moves. But they're so frustrating at times. So you could be casting at them constantly, covering them all the time, and they just won't touch. And then suddenly, bang, you'll be hitting every single one. And you'll maybe pick up 4 or 5 in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Certainly what we find at the beach anyway. Slight and peaceful, and it's lovely to be out regardless. I'd rather be catching a fish right enough, but seen anything big jump at all, which is unusual. You normally see the guys that fish here regular, they're saying they see quite big things jumping in here. I've seen photos of 4 and 5 pound bass and sea trout 6-7 pound. But I've certainly not seen anything that size today. Just I think it's a 16 gram, is it? No, 14 gram. It's called a Sandy Inline by Weston. And it's just a line through, and it casts really well. So you see how that goes. It's like a bullet. Goes out a mile. So there's plenty of movement in that thing. Bounces about. There's a bass jumped. Wait to my right. There's fish there, just not taking. Throwing everything I've got at the in the box at them. See if I can cover that one. It was actually a half decent one. Couple of pound maybe. Just not touching anything at all. Oh, there's plenty of fish jumping, just kind of reaching my way out there. It's a decent fish over there. Could cover that one, I think. Not far from him at all. Big rod's on the move over there. Let's run back. He's definitely jumping. Seaweed, I think. A ton of weed. A ton of weed and mussels. Good grief. Well, be better and throw it out again. So I'll just get a wee sook of tea, I think. It's been hard going today. Plenty of fish jumping. A lot of them I kinda reach. But apart from that one pull, which I think took straight into a weed there about 5 minutes ago on that bigger rod, not had a touch. So just need to persevere. Go and give that another hour or so. I've got enough bait there for another hour, so big rod's recasted out there. Trying somewhere different there. And just keep persevering. I was kind of hoping to pick something up this morning, but if it's not to be, it's not to be. These are pretty decent, by the way. Hold a litre of tea, which is fantastic. I'm a right tea Jenny. I love my tea. I'll have about maybe 12 to 14 cups a day. And then probably one of these at work, sometimes two, depending on the weather. But yeah, I'll comfortably drink 2 of these a day, plus a heap of cups of tea when I get home. So yeah, I love my tea, but these are really good. They're called the Beast, made by Green Steel. Picked it up on Amazon. I think it was like 20 quid or something. But yeah, very, very good. Keeps the tea hot for a good 4 hours, so just ideal for a wee session of fishing. So yeah, 20 quid, Amazon. Happy days. You get a set of Gordon and Phil's bells here, I think. It's my neck's getting sore. It's like watching a game of tennis here, watching a float away 30 yards to my left and a bait rod to my right here. So folks, it's been very poor. I have seen fish jumping, very small schoolie bass. There's been a couple of salmon jumping. Not seen sea trout yet. Tide's dropped about an hour and a quarter now, so it's well on its way back. There's not a lot of flow, so I'm going to give it another maybe half an hour with the spinning. Just throw some lures around. It's been unsuccessful so far, but we'll see how it goes. It's nice to be out regardless and throw a few lures, just see how it goes. So I'm fishing here a 12-gram seeker, a green seeker. Might be able to pick something up with. Oh, there's one there. Oh, you beauty. Don't think it's big, but yeah, took it on the drop there. Small, I think, but yeah, it's nice to get a fish. See if we can land him. It's not big. It's got a wee bit of pull. Oh, it's pulled me into weed. See if it'll pull me out. Yeah, he's out. Good. It's not bad. It's a bass. A wee schoolie. Let's see if we can give you a look at this fella. There we go. He's back in the water. Sorry about that. But yeah, that wasn't a big one, but it's a fish at last. I think I've lost my lure down that rock, you know. Oh, let's see if I can get him out. What a palaver. No. So lost my seeker. It's down there and all. No, the fish fell into the water and he swam back out, so that's good, but aye, is that not just typical? Get a fish and lose the lure. Happy days. Getting pretty shallow in here now. The seaweed's starting to come onto the surface. Just try a few casts around this side. It's absolutely stunning. In fact, I'll just pan you around and show you this. What a location. So there we have the Dornoch Bridge, and if you just look up there, I know you're a wee bit squint, but bear with me. Get straightened up there a wee bit. Just look at that. What a stunning location to be casting a lure. Just spin you the whole way around. Bony part of the world. So yeah, we'll get a few casts in here. Just looking to be throwing some lures at the back of the legs there. Bass are a predatory fish, so I would expect them to be picking up any bait fish that's coming round in the current here. There might be nothing, but we'll have a few casts and we'll see. Just hit the post there. There's quite a bit of weed there. It's lying quite flat though, so if I fish it shallow enough, it'll be able to swim across the top of it. Hit the post again. Good grief. I'll throw it a bit further out next time, I think. There we go, that's better than under the bridge there. The whole time I've been here, I've not seen anything jump round this side, but it's not to say they're not there. Oh, I think we'll call it a day at that. Really not much doing now, there's nothing moving at all. So, not the busiest of sessions, but enjoyable all the same. It's been a lovely morning, very peaceful. Seen plenty jumping, but not many within casting range. And the ones that I did manage to cover weren't taking anything at all. But that's fishing. It's very slack tides just now, very short tides. I think we're 1.2 metres low and 3.5 or 3.6 high, so not an awful lot of rise and fall. The fish tend to go a wee bit quieter there when it's like that here. It's just the way it is. But I had one wee bass to show for it, about £1.5, just a wee schoolie. Sorry you never got to see that one right enough, but I can assure you it did go back. It fell down between the rocks into the water and took off. So nice to see it go back. We'll try again another day. My beautiful wife Claire, she's working today, so I might even get a wee late morning session at low tide round at another mark about maybe 5 miles from here. So I might go around and try that, just show you somewhere else, just for a couple hours. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and we shall speak to you again soon, I'm sure. Is that not just typical? You see a wee bit further out there too, there's a heap of bass. Maybe worth going back down and stick the waders on and come back down. Just off the weed there, there's 2 or 3 of them just mouthing away in, taking stuff off the surface. So if I see them again, I'm going back. Oh, there's one further out there too. Where was that? Just so you can see the rings there. It might be worth putting the waders on and trying to cast again. It looks like they're taking off the surface, just small bait fish. So I'll stick on a little lure and see how we do. Put my landing net with me as well, just in case I need it. Yeah, there was plenty showing here a few minutes ago, as you would have seen in the video from the car. We're just along the edge of this weed here, the outside edge of it. It's typical, you get in the water and you don't see anything. Bait fish are just in front of me again. Just on the edge of this weed, just staying close to cover themselves. Oh, there's fish the whole way down the firth there. I'm seeing them splashing everywhere. Oh my word. It's one of those days that you're always asking yourself, have I done something different? Maybe a bombardo, a fly, or anything, you know, bombardo, mackerel strip, or, you know, persevere with the bait. But some days it's easy. You get a nice wave, you won't see anything jump, and you'll get a fish every other cast, every, 5 casts or something, you'll be into something. And days like today, you see them everywhere. I mean, fair enough, they're only wee schoolies, but other days those schoolies will hammer you and you'll have a bit of sport. But today is obviously one of those frustrating ones where they're just playing on the surface and toying. And I was lucky enough to get one kamikaze bass earlier on, but that's what fishing is about. It's about getting out there on beautiful days like this and just being in nature, trying different things and seeing what works. Just get out there, try it, guys. I'm seeing another one over there. Oh, it's frustrating, but I'm going home. I'm hungry.